So
that's the original program.
That's the original point. So when your competitors do kind of drop prices, and you've done these three things, you've established if they're offering discounts or not, and you've established if the conditions attached, times, that kind of thing, or they're just clearing out all stock. Well, what if they are? What if they're genuinely dropping their prices and they're effectively inviting you to a price war? What do you do? Well, what you don't do is join in the price war. Because like I just said, nobody wins a price war, not even the customer or the client. On the contrary, it harms everybody. And you got to remember that, when someone tries to start a fight with you, literally or metaphorically, you don't have to respond. If someone posts a comment on LinkedIn trying to get you into an argument, you read something on LinkedIn or Facebook you disagree with or disapprove of, somebody tries, literally, in a pub, try to start a fight with you, you're quite, it's quite permissible to walk away, and often shows a greater strength of character. Going back to my school days, when my metalwork teacher had a thing on his wall, a poster, it said, it often shows a fine command of English to say nothing. Yeah, do not drop your prices. That's the knee-jerk reaction. That's what most people do. The thing to do, there's a couple of things you can do. The first is hold your prices and wait to see if your sales volume is actually effective. It might not be. It might not affect you at all. Bearing in mind, you can actually lose some sales and still be making more money, all that kind of thing. But if your competitors, you find out they've suddenly dropped their prices, don't do anything yet. Just keep a watching brief on it first. Hold where you are, business as usual, and see if your sales volume is effective. Chances are it won't be. If they are, say, clearing out old stock, or they've got some very strict terms and conditions attached to that price, which means that they're not going to get a high volume themselves, or indeed they're not dropping their price at all because you've been lied to, then your own volume will hold steady. It should do anyway. There's no reason for it to drop. In which case, there's no need for you to drop your prices at all. There's no need for you to react to this news other than maybe even put your prices up, right? Then they may even be at capacity. So even if it's a genuine price reduction, and they're going to continue it, it may be they get a bit of extra work for a little while. So your sales volume might drop a little bit for a while, but then it goes back up again because they can't cope with the extra demand. They are maxed out. And what you don't want to do is join them by dropping your prices and becoming maxed out at the low price yourself. What you want to be is maxed out with a higher price and then keep putting your prices up until you're not maxed out anymore. Because we've said before, if you are one sign you're undercharging is you're too busy. Well, let them be the busy ones. So if your competitors invite you to join a price war, you figure out this is a legit price reduction, hold your prices to see if the volume is affected. If it's not, no worries. Yeah. But what if it is? What do we do then, Connor?
Dun, dun, dun. You go back to bed and shut the curtains and wait for it to all blow over, just like that geezer did in LinkedIn with the lockdown.